Hello guys, pitch side at Molineux. Arsenal have beaten Wolves here 2-0 and they are top of the Premier League by 5 points clear of Manchester City, top for the Christmas break, top for the World Cup. Every time someone talks about the Premier League during that tournament, they'll have a look at the table and see Arsenal at the top. Fantastic result, fantastic opening to the season. What an opening period it's been. Got to take my hats off to the players who really, and the manager, who performed superbly. And this was a win that was tricky, that was awkward at times, but they got the job done. The quality told in the end. I think this was a problem that Wolves presented them with that they might have to get used to. Teams sitting back, defending deep, playing a bit like teams do against Manchester City. I think we might see quite a lot of that in the second half of the season with Arsenal riding high. And in those moments, the quality of your creative players becomes key. And Martin Odegaard delivered a captain's contribution today, 2 goals. Gabriel Jesus I thought was excellent in the front line as well. That brilliant incisive pass for Fabio Vieira, who made the Granit Xhaka style run to square for Odegaard to score the opening goal that broke the game open. A very Man City goal, I have to say, and showed the way that Arsenal are kind of wrestling with this problem of a team defending very deep and sitting off them as Wolves did for much of the game. They do offer a threat on the break, and I think it would be remiss not to mention Gabriel, who I thought was excellent at the back for Arsenal, made some really timely interventions. I thought that Aaron Ramsdale looked very solid. He was engaged in some serious banter with the home fans behind that goal over there. But he kept a clean sheet and looked very clean in everything he did. Gabriel very strong, like I say. But Odegaard I thought was probably the star performer. He really, really was. It wasn't just the goals, it was his quality on the ball. There were times where he dropped deep into midfield to help Arsenal keep possession, but also off the ball. Even down to the fact he made a really cynical foul in the first half. Sometimes that's what you need, and he is a player who has that game intelligence to do that. Thought his pressing, his ability to win the ball back was good. He was fantastic today. And Jesus, well, everything but the goal. I think we're going to say it quite a lot about him this season, it seems. He can't buy a goal at the moment. Really unfortunate today with the one that cannoned off the bar. But his overall contribution to the team is so good. I think it's 11 appearances without a goal. Now, probably harsh to say 11 games because he's not played 90 minutes in all of those. But everything else he does is superb. The pressing, the running, the dribbling, bringing other people to play, the through ball, like I mentioned in the build-up to the first goal. What a terrific player he is, and I do think he has transformed this Arsenal attack, even if the goals aren't always in his name, shall we say. But this is a time to reflect on what Arsenal have done in this first period of the season. An outstanding record, a 7th clean sheet in 14 games, 12 wins from that period. It has been superb form, and winning games in the Premier League is hard. It is hard. Ask Manchester City, who lost at home to Brentford today. Ask, Tottenham, who made very hard work of beating Leeds at home. Every point in the Premier League you have to fight absolutely tooth and nail for. You have to be on your game. And Arsenal, by and large, have achieved that all season so far. I think the team is in a place now where, even when they're not at their very best, and tonight they weren't at their very best. Players like Saka weren't really in the game as much. Obviously, we lost Xhaka early on. A few players in the stomach have been feeling stomach issues today. A few players in the squad. I think I said a few players in the stomach. But even when they're not at the best, the bar only sinks so low. The likes of solidity that the likes of Saliba, White, Gabriel, Partey, Odegaard, Jesus have brought to the spine of the team. It provides so much security. And I think defensively, a lot's been said about Jesus, but I think the defence have kicked on a gear even since last season. The back four was solid last year. The addition of Saliba's improved that. They look so confident. Wolves, they had a couple of moments, but we don't concede big chances really in games, by and large. It's not like the first half of last season when Aaron Ramsdale was bailing us out with big saves in moments in games. It's a much more controlled performance. Yeah, look, it's a really positive time to be an Arsenal fan, and how great to be able to bask in this for the next few weeks, being top of the league. Yeah, you all deserve it, so I hope you enjoy it. Speak to you all before too long, I'm sure. I better get out of this stadium before they shut the doors. All right, guys, take care. Bye-bye.